Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Zachary Pierce. I am Communications and Outreach Manager for the State Retirement Board, and I welcome everyone to this monthly coffee or tea with MSRB. Before we begin, I did want to just remind everyone that if you have any comments or questions, you can type them into the questions area or the comments box. I do ask that you keep your questions general. Please do not include any personal identifiable pieces of information such as social security numbers, dates of birth, or bank account information. I also want to thank Lauren Levanchi, Communications Coordinator for the State Retirement Board, who will be assisting me with answering certain questions and putting in comments with the links that we're going to discuss during today's coffee or tea. I hope everyone had a happy new year. It is January 7th, 2026. It is 10:01 a.m. It's a pretty cold day in Boston today, pretty icy from what I hear around the state, so hopefully people stay safe. I do want to apologize. You might hear a bit of a background noise. There is a truck that is parked someplace just outside of our office, so it's kind of droning on. So I did want to apologize if you hear that kind of that sound in the background. But I'm going to get started with some of our notes, and then if any questions come in, we'll take those questions. Starting off, we did hold a regularly scheduled retirement board election. It concluded on November 28th, 2026, and the board is pleased to announce that Francis E. Valeri was re-elected to another 3-year term as one of the 2 elected members of the retirement board. In total, 15,480 MSRB members voted in this election, and we want to thank everyone who took part. Related to board elections, the pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 32, Section 23, 2A, Lower A, the Pension Reserves Investment Management Board, or PRIM, will conduct a regularly scheduled election for the Massachusetts State Employees Retirement System representative to the PRIM Board. The elected member will serve a 3-year term without compensation beginning July 1st, 2026. Nomination forms for the PRIM election are available on the board's website. Completed original nomination forms containing a minimum of 75 active or retired MSRB members' valid signatures must be received by mail at the board's Boston office located at 1 Winter Street, 8th floor, Boston, Massachusetts, 02108 by 5 p.m. January 26, 2026. Please note, the board's drop-off hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., except on state holidays. And Lauren provided a link to the PRIM board election, so you can download that, the form or read the rules for the PRIM board election on our website. The next pension benefit will be direct deposited on Friday, January 30th, 2026. The 2026 pension payment calendar can be viewed on our website or downloaded as a PDF. As a reminder, board staff are working on the January 2026 Retiree e-News Bulletin and the Winter 2026 Active Member e-News Bulletin. The Retiree e-News Bulletin can be read on our website once that is published, or you could read the past issues. We also have previous issues of the Active Member Bulletin on our website. If you're not currently subscribed but would like to be, you can complete a change of address form available on our website. If you are just updating your email address, in the spot on the form that asks for the old address, you can just mark NA, and there should be a spot that marks new address, just mark that as NA, and then fill in the personal information at the top of the form, including your new email address. The form must then be signed and dated, and if you are just updating your email address, you can email the form to msrbcommunications@tre.state.ma.us, or the form can be mailed to Massachusetts State Retirement Board, 1 Winter Street, 8th floor, Boston, MA 02108. If you need to update your mailing address, you do need to mail the form. We cannot accept that form as an emailed, scanned document. We did highlight an interesting article in our Retiree e-News Bulletin, and I just want to reiterate some of the information as I thought it was helpful information. And this was about getting ready for taxes. With the tax filing season quickly approaching, the Internal Revenue Service wants taxpayers to understand how long to keep tax returns and other documents. The IRS recommends keeping copies of tax returns and supporting documents for at least 3 years. Employment tax records should be kept at least 4 years after the tax becomes due or paid, whichever is later. Tax records should be kept for at least 7 years if a return claims a loss from worthless securities or bad debt deduction. Additionally, now may be a good time to review your year-to-date tax withholdings. Beginning in January 2026, new federal tax tables will go into effect. Therefore, some of you may notice a change in your net amount. If you need to update your tax withholding election with the Retirement Board for your pension benefit, you can download the W4P Federal Tax Withholding form from our website. Just fill out the form and mail it to our office, and we'll update your account, your tax withholding. If you have any questions about your tax withholding, you'll want to contact a tax professional or the IRS. Board staff are not authorized to offer any tax advice. And just as a reminder, when you complete any of our forms, an easy-to-read form helps our staff accurately enter and update your information, avoiding potential processing delays. Please use clear and neat handwriting if you're unable to complete the form using your computer. A majority of our forms are fillable on computer, but if for some reason you're not able to fill it in using your computer, then just make sure that you have neat handwriting or write it as neat as you can, just so we can read the information. I did want to also remind everyone about our drop-off hours. Members of the State Employees Retirement System may drop off completed retirement applications, forms, and other documents at either our Boston or Springfield office. Our Boston office, once again, is located at 1 Winter Street, downtown Crossing. Our Springfield office is located at 436 Dwight Street, room 109A. Drop-off hours at both offices are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. except on state holidays. We have several upcoming webinars that may be of interest to you. They can be found on our website, and Lauren will put in a link to the various upcoming webinars for January. If you can't attend an upcoming webinar, we have pre-recorded webinars available on our website for those who are not able to attend live. And as a reminder for our website, occasionally you'll see website feedback, and if you do leave any feedback on our website, just know that it does not record any contact information. So if you leave a question on our website, we're not able to immediately respond to you if we don't have your contact information. The best way to reach out to a member of staff if you have a question is by emailing us. You can email srb@tre.state.ma.us. Some questions that we did get through our website feedback that I just wanted to highlight were, how do I update my direct deposit account information? You would want to complete a change of direct deposit for retirement benefit form. The form can be downloaded on our website. Once completed, please mail it to our office, 1 Winter Street, 8th floor, Boston, Massachusetts, 02108. For security reasons, we cannot accept a faxed or emailed copy of the form, as we need to have a wet signature to verify your identity. Someone was wondering on our website about paying dues. So the State Retirement Board does not have annual dues. This individual might be mistaking us for Mass Retirees, which is a separate organization. Mass Retirees does have annual dues, and you can go to their website, massretirees.com, if you're interested in joining their organization. And one of the last pieces of feedback we received on our website was someone just wondering what our telephone number was. The telephone number is listed on our website, but they might have been on a page where it wasn't visible, and that telephone number is 617-367-7770. Telephone hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, except on state holidays. We do have an upcoming holiday this month, so our office will be closed on Monday, January 19th, 2026, for the Martin Luther King Jr. Day holiday, and regular business hours will resume on January 20th. And our next coffee or tea with MSRB will be on February 4th, 2026. So just for a moment, I'm going to take a look to see what questions we've received. I did see someone asking about filling out forms. Why can't it be done online? For a majority of our forms, we do need to have a wet signature for verification purposes. All right. So that's all the questions I see now. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. If anyone has any follow-up questions following this coffee or tea, you can email us at msrbcommunications@tre.state.ma.us. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Stay warm and take care.